in the top five, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get it. It's a touchdown.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Tigers' offense will be first on the attack. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously, so it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
Looking to pass, it's Holstein. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Cooper. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he's making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Maddox. Got his man in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Catch in the middle. It's James. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Touchdown, Gamecock. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Looking for blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here comes the Auburn offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Hold it, finds his man on the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down. 3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football, establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Simmons. Got room at the 35. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Looking for room. It's Robinson. He'll step out of bounds at the 11. Quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. The give out of the gun. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn! He'll try to tack on one more.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job.
There he goes! Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. And the Gamecocks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Maddox. Fires to the big fella. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got the quick pass. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Gamecocks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. On the run, still looking. Got some room into the goal line. And he'll be shoved out of bounds right at the 4-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Going with the ground game left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw. It's Holstein. Pocket breaking down. He's going to take off. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the grab deep. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Simmons. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Lets it fly. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
What a beautiful sight. And not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can have unbelievable hands to the mix, because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Auburn doing business in the red zone. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He makes a grab into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Clark. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Might be changing the route. To the air on 1st down. Connection to the right. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll run it to the right side. Find some fresh air. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
To the air, it's Holstein. Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Robinson. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Caught over the middle, it's Cooper. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Oh, spins away. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Pushes toward the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. They take the lead with the 6. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. To the air, it's Maddox. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Gamecocks in the hurry up. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back.
Turning it on! He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. And the Gamecocks are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. Snap in the shotgun. Makes the grab. It's Smith. Bounced off his feet. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield, it's Maddox. Pulls it in, it's Smith. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. On third and long, he has to throw for it. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. He's going to run it. Crosses the tag. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
Talk about saving your best when the moment is the biggest. Nice job in the fourth quarter. Been grinding all day. Made the biggest run of the day when it counted the most. Picked up the first down in a pretty close ball game.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Trying to bully their way in. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on third down. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on fourth and goal. Gives it on the option. Touchdown, Gamecocks! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth.
And how about this offense? A big situation on fourth and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. On the ground, it's Robinson. Got the first down, looking for more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Auburn lines up quickly.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Motion from the wideout. Right back to the well. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Back to pass, it's Holstein. It's complete to the left. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball in the backfield.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! They move on top here in the fourth. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's out of bounds at the 37-yard line, and a really nice job to set up this offense with good field position. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Auburn. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. To the air, it's Maddox. Got his man quickly. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Second down, he'll throw it. Here's the pressure. Had to get rid of it quickly. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and threw it away. It'll be third down.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Complete in the middle. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. He wants to throw it again. That's reeled in. It's James. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down, they'll go to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Clark. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Back to throw, it's Maddox. Right down the middle. Pulls it in. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Trying to pull his way in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Trying to run it in. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Working that left side now. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Looking downfield on first down. Unleashes one. Finds a man in the middle. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record,